By 2015, approximately 2.3 billion people will be overweight and 700 million of these people will be obese. As of right now, the United States is leading in the top obesity rate, which is 30.6%. There's a difference between being overweight and being obese, which is why I'm here to inform you about what obesity is, what causes obesity, the health consequences of getting to the point of obesity, and the last measures to avoid obesity. According to MD, a popular website for health issues, obesity is
overly protected.
An excess proportion of a body.
Nothing wrong with that. In fact, Allstate gives them a bonus
of the total body in fat. A person is considered obese when his or her weight is 20% or more above normal weight. But how do you know if you're overweight? Well, in newmedical.net, to figure out if you have excess body weight, which is called BMI, body mass index, you take the weight of yourself times 730 divided by the height of yourself in inches times the height of yourself in inches.
He would appear out of nowhere.
By figuring out that, you will know the real weight of the excess body fat that you have, or if you are really normal sized. If you continue to do the BMI calculations, and if you are under 24, this means that you are normal weight. But if you are between 29.9 and 25, you are overweight. And then 30 above is obesity.
And we want the very best.
Knowing your weight and the excess fat can help you understand your body and what it needs.
That's why we always order from 1-800-PET-MED. We get the same exact brand name
now,
meds
the
as
factors
the
that play into becoming obese. In the research article Obesity, it says here that psychological work stress may cause you to gain extra weight. If you have a demanding job, it can make you so stressed out that you'll likely have sleeping problems, depression, and exhaustion, which all can lead to eating too much. However, there are other factors from just stress from work or stress from other things, like your gender, your age, your genetic, your environmental, your physical activities, your medication, and also illness that can make you gain weight. How are all these factors going to work? Well, age. As you are older, your body will not metabolize as fast. So, saying that when you're younger, you metabolize faster so that you lose more weight. But when you're older, you don't metabolize anymore. Metabolizing means that burning fat. So basically, when you're growing older, you're not burning any fat at all. Gender. WebMD also states that women tend to gain more weight than men. This is due to burning more fat at a resting position. Men just normally burn more fat. Environmental factors such as your lifestyle and how you eat every day can cause you to grow fat. Like sitting down and not doing anything, or every 30 seconds or every 30 minutes that you should start to exercise and walk around or stuff like that. Or just not at all and just playing games all day and eating while you're playing games. Physical activity. So being active. Are you being active for maybe 10 minutes or so every day of your life? Are you walking around a lot?
Office number 3. I checked more patterns of 3s. His class was on Tuesdays.
Or you can just be sitting around, but to maintain, for a person who has a high metabolism when they're younger, they should start exercising now because it's much better. When they're going to be older, it's going to be slower. Now that you have, and then reverse, vice versa.
Up until Matthew Allen.
Illness sometimes can affect your brain too.
I think I know who it might be. And it's not a he.
There's a hormone out there that causes depression and can slow your metabolism a lot. Depression meaning you want to eat. you just eat. This hormone makes you just want to eat. So you can start binging, you can be anorexic.
Okay, got it.
It just makes you want to eat. And then last but not least is medication. Steroids and antidepressants usually have a hormone in there that makes you just want to eat.
Sulfur.
Now that you know what causes obesity, let's talk about health factors. According to newmedical.net, obesity can cause coronary and heart disease, type 2 diabetes, which is really high, cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, strokes, liver and gallbladder disease, and respiratory problems, and an underlying of cartilage with bone joints. So basically your bone and your joints are not together. They're just off-center. But usually this happens around the legs because you're so fat that you can't move.
OMG.
Oh my God.
The number one factor in death is heart disease. So obesity causes heart disease. So the number one factor is heart disease. Because there are so many obese people, I guess.
It's also the name of Pluto's only
Paradise Lost.
And strokes, meaning that obesity is a long-term health effect condition, basically, and it takes time for an illness to go away, or sometimes it just stays and lingers. Since obesity is a long-term health problem, many people now have diabetes. Many people who have diabetes now are likely to gonna pass away or so. It's stated here that 17 million people die from strokes a year, which at this rate it will be raised up to 50% in the next 10 years. So it means that you have a higher chance of dying because we're so
Tested her with fire.
electronically involved in our life. Now how do we stay fit so that we don't have to do this, have to be so fat? Well, the secret is actually your mind. You have to tell yourself that you don't want to eat. You have to tell yourself when you eat you have to stop yourself from eating healthy foods. A donut won't help you. Something at a calf like pizza, definitely not healthy. Once a week is fine, but you just have to stop yourself. And then a major key is exercising. Exercising is the best key to keeping yourself happy and alive and just excited, I guess. And it's fun too, so yeah.
I'm not leaving.
Now that you know that obesity is what causes all these health risks,
Pretty morbid, right?
you know how to get rid of it by exercising and eating right. And obesity is hard to get because you can get it in the next 5 years of your lives. Thank you. I hope you maintain a good body weight.